Hey, it's Elizabeth here, and welcome back to flip number 34. I am re-recording this video because when I looked back on it, I don't know what I was doing. My address was just right there out in the open. So I took that video down and I'm going to start again. So here we are. We are in October. Today is actually November 18th. So we're still working our way through. We had done this page last time. And so we'll get started on this page. On October 14th, we had a lettering a day prompt by Felicia, and so it was bubble letters. And the whimsical Wednesday of the day was to do an acrostic using the letters for the word autumn. So I wrote a little poem in here about autumn and how I feel about it. And I put a little magazine clipping of candles because I had mentioned scented candles in the poem. And here is an envelope that I made out of scrapbook paper, and inside is just information on my husband and his health saga. And so I printed out this little card here that has the Lord's Prayer on it. So that was that day. These little tags down here, I had said previously, the month of October is Dysautonomia Awareness Month. That is the umbrella term for the chronic illness that I have. So you'll see those on all the pages. Then on this day, let's see what happened. So my son's car finally, the part came. That's what happened. So we had taken his car, it had broken down. I don't know, it wouldn't start. So we took it to the mechanic. We then had to tow it to a different mechanic who right away said, oh, it's the computer that's messed up. So we had to search online for the computer for his specific type of car because it's almost 30 years old. So it's not like the parts are readily available. So yeah, that was fun. And then another day, another doctor. So yeah, my husband had to go see his doctor again, only to find out that he has to go see another doctor, so a specialist. I mean, the doctor that he sees is already a specialist, so this is a specialist. So yeah, still on the saga of his health, and we're hoping that we're getting closer to finding out what the problem is. And then this day also, I had paperwork, because I needed to send off my son's dual enrollment permission forms. You always have to fill out these forms every semester. It's so annoying, but you just have to do it. And yeah, I always think that because we homeschool, they just make it so much harder. It's not this hard for other people to do this. So yeah, we have to get all these forms signed and permission and all that. So I did that. And then Linda's prompt for the day was words to live by. And I have a friend named Linda on a chronic illness site that I belong to, and she's always putting up memes. One of her phrases that she always puts on her site is, we are more than our illness. And so I do hang on to that. So I put my words where I am more than my illness. And then this day here, let's see, it was a Friday. I was feeling like a big pile of poo, and I was really considering putting a picture of a big pile of poo on this page, but decided better of it, because when I look back on these pages, I want to feel happy. And so I found a really pretty paper, picture in a magazine. This is from O Magazine, I think, that I get free at my local library. And then I found this clip art of this wonderful lady feeling all zen. And so I cut her out and printed her out and pasted her in. And it says, yes, please, here. So I was in desperate need of zen that day. So yeah, that's how that day turned out. And we were down in the Keys, even though I was feeling poopy. We went down to the Keys anyway, which is fine because, basically I can feel poopy here at home or I can feel poopy down there. It doesn't really make a difference where I'm at. So why not go to the water? So we did go out and about. It had been raining here lately, and we just decided to go out and about in town, the normal places we go. So we went to the Dollar Tree, and my daughter finally found washi tape. So I was thrilled about that. I got about 8 rolls. Some of them were duplicates. The only thing is that these particular tapes that I found were not paper tape. They're plastic tape, which, whatever. I mean, it's tape and it's cute and I like it, so that's fine. But I would much rather the paper tape. But anyway, so that was nice that I got that. And then I also got some Christmas stickers that I just happened to come across. I love putting stickers in my books as page fillers. They just add so much color and whimsy, and so I picked up those as well. So that was fun, and then we went out for a nice lunch. Excuse me, there's Fred. He says hello. And then this day here, I got a lovely Happy Mail in the mail, obviously. And that was sweet. It was a thank you from one of the gals that I had sent Happy Mail to. So that was very sweet of her to send me a little goodie pack back. And this day here was Sunday. We got home from the Keys. And a lot of times after we unpack and all that kind of stuff, Big Handsome starts cooking up a storm in the kitchen. He usually, excuse me, I'm sorry. He usually on Sundays cooks up the meals for the week. So he made a lovely chicken cacciatore. It was delicious. He made chicken chili rellenos and he made ham and bean soup. And he makes all this stuff pretty much simultaneously. And then he either divides it and puts it in the fridge or he freezes it for another occasion. He usually makes a double batch so that we can do that. So that's very helpful. And then after he successfully wore himself out cooking, he just, laid on the couch and watched football. So that was nice for him to be able to relax. I don't watch football, so I went and took a nap, which, at 3 a.m. the next morning, I was not happy that I had decided to take a nap this day. So, that's what happens when you take a nap in the afternoon. This day here, can you guess, I was feeling a bit frustrated. I had to go to the school to not register my son that day. What I wanted him to do was to take the entrance exam over again, just the math portion, because the first time he took it, he was, I don't even know, he was like in 10th grade or something. And he was in 10th grade, I think. And he scored like 2 points lower on the math portion. Well, what that does is it causes them to have to take more math classes. So I wanted him to take it again to see if he could up his score a little bit so that he doesn't have to take 2 extra math courses when he begins his regular college career. So we went in, and that's why I was frustrated, because we went in, he was all ready for it, and he came back out about 10 minutes later, and I was like, what happened? You can't possibly be done. And he says, no, they won't let me take the test because they need the verification letter from the county. Excuse me. I said, are you kidding me? I mean, seriously, my son is a student at this school, okay? He has a student number. He's been a student for 1.5 years, okay? They have an entire computer file on my son. So they could not take 5 minutes to go look up his computer or his file on the computer to find the original verification letter. No, we had to go all the way back home. And I was like, look, we're not going back to the school now. And of course he didn't want to go. So we had to go, in a few days, but it was just such a waste of my time and it just ruined my day. And I was just very frustrated. And I hate it when I let stupid things like this ruin my day, but that's just the way it goes. So I wrote ugh down here because I was just so frustrated. And I had so much to do and so little desire to do it, especially now that I was frustrated. So I need to learn to relax and find some calm somewhere. So I'm going to leave you there at that gloom and doom and my frustration for that day. And I will check back with you next time. And I thank you for spending your time with me. And I thank you for listening to my ramblings. And I will catch you on the next flip.